Hello, Laura. Eisenhower. This video is for you. I made this video with a very sincere intention, with my heart. I've seen some of your videos and work, and well, I just want to give you my standpoint or point of view on what I'm seeing right now. And I love your videos, and I think we are on the edge of taking a decision of the path that the humanity is going to go, and we are the only saviors. I mean, there is not any politician at all that are trying to save us. I think, like for an example, I used to believe in or trust in Donald Trump, but I've seen that he's part of the mind control. My intuition says, and what I've seen is that he pretends like he's against the cabal, but he's from the cabal, and sometimes the mind control gets to the degree that they control everything. Like for an example, they have the CNN talking against Donald Trump, but they have the Fox News talking and supporting Trump, and of course we've seen or we watched those videos of the fall of the cabal or the Q members and things like that. And I think I used to believe in that 3 months ago. Sincerely, I thought he was actually trying to go against all the cabal members, but then I got to the conclusion, and through my intuition, that that's just a show. I mean, he has talked about the censorship, about the tech companies, like we have experienced, and I have experienced it myself, like banning videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the social media is being controlled, plus the mainstream media in every country, local newspapers in every country, and radio stations in every country, on every local radio station. I live in Mexico, and I think that's kind of the how they control our perception. Like they say that, like you give your power away. Like they say, okay, well, let's support Trump and let's don't let's do anything. Let's as humanity, let's take not any action. Let's take any action. Let's not take any action. So we keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and we don't see a real action. And Donald Trump talked about the censorship about the Silicon Valley's company, but the censorship keeps going, keeps going. So I think he's just on the talk, but and he pretends like he's acting, but he doesn't act. I mean, it would be so simple if Donald Trump would want it and was aligned with the human race, just to speak the truth that this is a hoax, that the virus is a hoax, and I'm sure a lot of the American population and all over the world, because everything that happens in the U.S. is having a tremendous impact in the whole world, will support him, of course, and he that's very simple. That's very simple to say, and I've heard the other times saying someone that Donald Trump, they have tried to kill him, but who knows that? I mean, I think those are the control these people. I think, of course, I do believe that on the top of the public figures, Bill Gates, George Soros, Rockefeller, Rothschild, I do believe that there are some other intelligences that are not human, and they have imprisoned us since ancient times, since thousands of years ago, and they have kept the control on Earth, and they just create all these public figures. Sometimes might be clones, and they just follow the agenda. And I really don't believe and trust in Trump. And one of the things is that I live in Mexico, and we have the president Manuel López Obrador, who won, and we had the illusion that he was like Trump, going against all this corruption in the country and all the same speech. But I have comprehended that it's part of the mind control. Sometimes they launch that public figure that he is the savior, and they create all these scenario so that political influencer can have a very impactful, like people believe in him, and so people cannot act because he's waiting for him to act and to save them. And I've seen, I voted for this politician AMLO, Andres Manuel, in Mexico, and but one president that uh, gets in partnership with the World Health Organization, and everything is a scam. I mean, you cannot trust him. That's so simple. Like there have been some presidents that I've read, like from the Tanzania, from the Madagascar president, who have talked with the truth about the scam. And I've seen the scam. I have the evidences where I live here in Mexico that everything is inflated, everything is a bunch of lies, everything is controlled. A lot of fake Facebook accounts working as bots here in Mexico and worldwide, and all the control of the information by the state, local state radio stations, newspapers, and they also have the president from Mexico. Has a good relationship with Lopez Obrador. They actually met like a month ago in Washington, talking about the trade deals. But in those meetings, the most important business people in Mexico went to that meeting, and also the most important force, economic force, and businessmen people went to that meeting, and they all met with Donald Trump and AMLO. They had a dinner, and 2 days ago we knew that Carlos Slim, one of the richest guys in the world as well, he was one of the first on Forbes at once, I think, or twice. And he has a lot of telecommunication companies and infrastructure in all Latin American countries and in Mexico. And now he said publicly that he is working on the vaccine, so it can be produced in Mexico and to get everyone vaccinated in Latin America. And Carlos Slim, he's the owner of New York Times. He bought New York Times years ago. So, and I see all the dots connect. Like in Mexico, we have been having protests. We have a president that was against the rich criminals and the cartels and things like that, and they have had protests, like some people protesting on their cars, like luxury cars. And I think they manage and they arrange all those protests. The same government is a part of the mind control, so you can have the illusion that there is an opponent to the president, and that means that if they are attacking them, that's because he is the right guy and he's the savior, as well as is going on with Trump in the US. But they just talk, but they don't do anything. They keeping and aligning to the agenda, to the global agenda. And that's what I've seen in Mexico, and I've seen the same as well in the US, that they control the scenarios. Like, you say, well, the other politician or Hillary Clinton is attacking Donald Trump and the media and things like that, but they create everything. So that's part of the mind control, so you can perceive that, of course, Donald Trump is the savior, or any politician, as well as in Mexico, Andres Manuel López Obrador. Even I voted from Andres Manuel because I'm from Mexico and I live in Mexico, and I see how everything it connects. Everything is rigged. I see all the censorship. I see all the. If people really are going to protest, they make fake protests so they can contrast the authentic protests, and people can have the illusion that, oh well, okay, they're attacking Andres Manuel López Obrador, the president of Mexico, and Donald Trump because he's fighting against the cabal. But they control everything. So they control the information, the events, and the perception. And why do they control that? That's what I think. That's what I've seen. And regarding in the relationship that the president of Mexico has with Lopez Obrador and how what has been happening in Mexico as well, I see everything clear. I mean, they are not working for the human race. They pretend to be working, but they are not. So here the message is that all as unity, we are the saviors. We are the only people that we were going to save ourselves from these people. They're a bunch of liars. We need to grow or to expand our level of consciousness first, who we really are, the power that we have within us, and in unity, in unison, we are so powerful. Even as an individual, you know that very very powerful. So I think that's the secret number one: not to give away our power, and expecting for a politician to do anything or to do something, but they don't do anything. I mean, not because they can't. They of course can. I mean, if I was the president, I would say, hey, this is a scam. I have a scientist over here. So, and you start telling the truth right away and keep acting and saying everything. I mean, you don't care like being killed. You're going to save the humanity, and they're not doing anything. So, and I see how they control the events and everything. It connects. So, that's my sincere message to you, Laura, and to all your audience and all the people that trust in Trump. I used to trust on him, but I don't see any concrete actions, just words. The censorship keeps on going. I'm not a huge influencer. I just have like 300 subscribers on my channel, and they ban my videos sometimes. They deleted my videos. So why is the censorship still going on? Even Donald Trump, I think he was going to do a mandate. Or if the president from Mexico was really interested in censorship, he would have a mandate, or he would he will launch a mandate in Mexico to regulate those companies for the freedom of speech. But they don't do anything, and they have a good relationship with Donald Trump. So I don't trust them. I think as unity, we need to see that. We need to see that we are the power, that we are the only saviors, that we're being tricked, that we're being delusioned, we're being lied, and we don't have to be expecting and waiting for someone who's going to save us. The only saviors are our own selves. All right, Laura. So I send you a big hug, and this is a sincere message. I would love to trust in a politician. I don't trust in any political leader right now. I don't see any concrete actions. So I would love a politician really to do anything, but I don't see anyone right now around the globe to do that. To keep. So that's my message. So I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Laura.